Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XLM. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XLM. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here at 23 cents. But XLM is going to go much higher. This alt season is going to be absolutely fantastic for XLM. And alt season has not even started yet. But look at the 7-day chart. Looks very bullish. I'm expecting another move upward from here. A lot of people are saying expect a pump going into Thanksgiving. Let's hope that happens. Stellar. 550 million plus tokenized assets, 475K plus crypto ramps, 180 plus countries, one network, Stellar, built better so you can build better. You know what's great about XLM and Stellar? They're out there banking the unbanked. It can be looked at as the people's money. But Stellar has pivoted. They went in so many other directions. And that's why I said it's a well-rounded network, and XLM is a well-rounded cryptocurrency. Jed McCaleb, co-founder of Stellar, was asked, after regulatory clarity, where do you see Stellar in 10 years? He says, a global Venmo. Take a listen.
Regulatory headwinds were kind of the reason why Stellar, it's taken so long to get to where it is, just regulation in the United States being such a headwind. If that gets ironed out, where do you see Stellar in 10 years from now?
Yeah, sure.
Kind of asked earlier, but
Yeah, I mean it's not just in the U.S. It's like worldwide, right? And it's not the only reason, but it's one of the major reasons. Is we work with like on and off ramps all the time, and like often they're very excited about it, and then once they kind of get into the weeds, and then they start to encounter the pushback from the governments, and all the licenses they have to get and whatnot, and even governments change their attitude. Like Nigeria at one point was fine, you could move money in and out, and then at some point they shut it all down, and that was hugely detrimental, right? And so things like that just keep happening, and it's I don't know when it'll be, but at some point we'll kind of like cross over where that's not such a big deal anymore, and people are more established. And the MoneyGram thing is like huge in that respect because they obviously have dealt with this for years, right? So, So the second part was like what will it look like after that?
yeah, I mean in 10 years. Hopefully
I mean, again, like from the beginning, we've been trying to build this global Venmo. Like that's what we want to see. So like hopefully that is what transpires, right? Because that is it sounds kind of simple, but it would be hugely impactful to be able to send money instantly in small amounts all over the world. So
they want to send money all around the world. But that's what's been holding XLM back. Regulations, same thing that's holding back all these other utility-driven cryptocurrencies. Here in the United States, we are going to get crypto regulations early 2025. A lot of other countries are leaning in this same direction right now. Soon, everything is going to go live, and XLM is going to be moving money on a daily basis. Are you trying to decide which to invest in, XRP versus XLM? XLM, 50 billion supply. Adoption, Circle, MoneyGram, MasterCard, Stripe, BlackRock, Franklin Templeton, Coinbase, and more. XRP, 100 billion supply. Adoption, nothing you or I have ever heard of. This guy is totally wrong. And honestly, these two cryptocurrencies are not fighting each other. I stress that in multiple videos because people don't see the big picture here. XRP and XLM are going to be running side by side in that new financial system. And the BIS has been telling us for years what is coming. BIS General Manager Augustin Carstens explains a tokenized future for money within a two-tier framework. XRP is central bank money, optimized for global transfers, liquidity, and settlements. XLM is retail money, designed for everyday transactions and peer-to-peer payments. But like I said, Stellar has pivoted. They're now involved with central bank digital currencies as well. they're also very big around tokenization, meaning that anything of value that they have to move from point A to point B, XLM can also move it. It is very similar to XRP, but they're not fighting each other. And you see again a massive network coming together. First Brad Garlinghouse, now Charles Hoskinson met with Jed McCaleb from Stellar XLM. What the what? Someone explain what's going on. Here's what's going on. All of a sudden, we know Ripple and Stellar, there's a lot of connections there. That's no secret. They are going to be working side by side. But now you have Cardano, you have Hedera, you have everything coming together, forming one massive network. But do you take notice to this? It's all these ISO 222 cryptocurrencies that are coming together because they're going to play a very big role in the new financial system. A light bulb moment at Stellar's Meridian when a representative from Axelar spoke about how Stellar has an edge on the DeFi market because of their remittance business. Take a listen to this.
First, I mean, fundamentally, part of our belief is that that is an inevitability. This idea that multiple chains will be competing for this yield. Different chains will have different kind of unique properties. But to answer how Sorbonne and the Stellar ecosystem might be able to differentiate themselves to be a leader in that category, I do think, to my knowledge, it kind of comes down to your ability to tap into a unique market. And I think Stellar does that through the trust that they've built through their remittances business. So it goes back to the example I had before, where their users, that are converting from their local currency to USDC, these aren't like DeFi degens, but these are the type of people that they're not going to be navigating through multiple wallets to chase yield across different chains. And if the team can continue to provide them with products that allow them to think in a very simple manner about how to take out loans and how to slowly expand beyond just that savings account, I could really see Stellar being quite successful in having a unique audience in that is not necessarily going to value 0.5% or 0.25%. Just it's not going to be natural to.
What's going to happen is this. They're trying to expand on that remittance business. They want to go one step beyond that into loans and uncollateralized loans. And it's going to be based just off of someone's credit score or what their income level is, things like that. But this is the next step. And Stellar is already built for this. Same way that the XRP ledger is built for a lot of things, Stellar's network is also built for a lot of things that will serve people all around the world. And this has been building out over time. And just wait until XLM goes live on all those rails. And I got to point out, XLM also works with fiat. So you don't even need central bank digital currency, CBDC. XLM can also fix the current financial system. List of ISO 222 compliant cryptocurrencies in 2024. And you see XLM is ISO 222 compliant. It's going to be part of the new financial system. But so far we watched Algorand and Hedera come together. We also watched QNT and XDC come together. IOTA is also making a lot of big waves out there. But these networks are all going to come together eventually because they're forming one massive payment network. And that's the new financial system. I leave this right here. The future was decided a long time ago. Tether has to go. Stronghold's project is reminiscent of Tether, a stablecoin that has been under the spotlight recently because of concerns about its alleged lack of USD reserves. Tether's eventually going to disappear. And a lot of these other stablecoins and these cryptocurrencies, they're going to steal all that value that flows out of Tether. But Stronghold is another cryptocurrency that is a great investment. It's built on the Stellar network and backed by Ripple, a major investor. SHX has also been endorsed by the IMF and World Bank, with the focus on clean energy and sustainable transactions. I'd say SHX presents a solid investment opportunity. It's also going to play a very big role inside of FedNow. So if you're looking to diversify, once again, SHX is a very cheap cryptocurrency right now. On January 4th, 2021, while still under the Trump administration, Stellar started a project with the Ukrainian government to create the nation's CBDC. But on December 14, 2021, Stellar, while under the Biden administration, started the development of a stablecoin project with Tascom Bank. That Ukrainian CBDC, that is like a testing ground for everything, humanitarian aid, and so on. I even think they're testing digital ID and cashless society in Ukraine. But I think this is the US government and a lot of other governments around the world that are watching this very closely to see where we go from here. Now, we talked about XLM and XRP being stablecoins by the IMF. They called them stablecoins in the past, but they're not going to be pegged to $1. XLM is going to be a high-priced cryptocurrency in the not-so-distant future. It's starting to run up now. I think it's going to have a fantastic run during Altseason, but I think utility is going to start kicking in for XLM, and it can happen during Altseason. Boom, $1.7 trillion could run on Stellar blockchain through Franklin Templeton. Take a listen to this.
On the traditional way that we record a transaction, it cost us about $1 to do that. So for us to do 50,000 transactions on a traditional rail cost $50,000. 50,000 transactions that we've done on the Stellar network has cost us $120. So there is a huge cost saving, but then that cost saving also leads to efficiencies in the sense that you don't have to do the reconciliation of multiple ledgers, you don't have to remediate issues, everyone gets the same information synchronously. Yeah, so it's a real cost that we can identify the actual saving, and then these other benefits. We spend about $200 million a year on remediation and reconciliation. If we can move all the 1.7 trillion of our assets, currently we have about 500 million. If we can move that all onto blockchain, we will save $200 million, excluding the transaction costs, which will be 0.0025 of what they are today.
So that's why all of that, all those tokenized assets are going to end up on the Stellar blockchain. All that money is going to be sitting on the Stellar blockchain because it saves companies like Franklin Templeton a shit ton of money. And XLM is going to be moving value on a daily basis. And the price of XLM is going to rise over time. I still see it as a very high price cryptocurrency of the future. And Franklin Templeton is also going to be tokenizing their Bitcoin ETFs on the Stellar network as well. Price prediction. Here's my price prediction for XRP and XLM on the 1st of January, 2025. I don't see any reason why it won't happen in this bull run. With these prices, the market cap would be $45 billion for XLM. So they're expecting XLM to be at around $1.50 by January 1st, 2025. I think that's very well possible. I think at the top of this next run, at the top of Altseason, I still think XLM could break above $5. I think that is very possible. Why Stellar runs on Lumens. XLM is a digital asset specifically designed for the modern internet economy. Ensures fast and efficient transactions, keeping the network spam-free by not relying on national currencies Stellar promotes global fairness and neutrality, facilitates seamless, borderless payments for individuals and businesses worldwide. With Lumen, Stellar paves the way for a faster, fairer, and more connected financial world. A lot of people always said XRP is the Internet of Value. XLM could also be looked at as the Internet of Value. They both have very similar use cases and utility. I think XLM is eventually going to start to catch up to the price of XRP over time, but they tend to run together. So it's like double dipping on your investment. So if you were only holding XRP, I would definitely hold some XLM before it's too late, because it's still way undervalued. It's going to go a lot higher from here. This is a utility-driven cryptocurrency that is built for the people. And a lot of people send a lot of money around the world. I would not sleep on XLM any longer. If you're not in yet, don't miss out on this cryptocurrency. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.